Hi, all, and welcome to episode 62 of Small Business Stories. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to have with me the beautiful Kerrie McKeown from Brighter Days Support Services based in Wagga. It's an absolute pleasure to have you join me today, Kerrie.
Thank you.
Now, I know you're a little bit nervous. Don't be nervous. It's all good. I guess I'd really love for you to explain to us how you came to work in the disability support area and what sort of lived experiences and qualifications and things like that you've earned along the way to support you doing what you do.
Yeah, so I guess growing up with my sister Michelle, who's only 16 months older than me, that has sort of guided me into disability. And
Because she
then
has cerebral palsy, yes?
yeah, she does, yeah. And then having my daughter who suffered a brain injury at 17 hours old, and she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy as well. Hers is a lot more severe, obviously, than Michelle's. Michelle's quite capable of doing a lot, which is amazing. So I started at Willians Hill School. I can't remember the exact year, maybe 2016, around then. And I was there for 12 months. And then, I looked into the adult side of things and, went over to Kurrajong, and I absolutely loved it. I loved all the clients, loved working with them, getting to know them, sharing their life experiences with them and guiding them. And then COVID hit, and I was, as due to being permanent part-time, I was transitioned over into the houses because there was more hours available there. I worked there for a few weeks and then had a fall and broke my ankle. Needed I think 13 weeks I couldn't walk on it for. So it sort of gave me a lot of time to think and sort of think about where I wanted to go from here, whether, I go back to Kurrajong, which I did. And I can't express how much I absolutely loved it there. They were so welcoming and just the clients were absolutely beautiful. But then I decided, a lot of thinking with the thinking and talking to the husband and mum and getting advice, and I decided to go out on my own. And I think I had two names picked, and I can't actually remember the other business name that I had picked, but sort of asked friends and family what they thought, and Brighter Days was the one, and here we are.
Yeah, wow. It is always interesting and a hard thing to come up with a business name that really just fits, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I guess I wanted something that, sort of sounded bright and happy and a welcoming place. And so it was Brighter Days.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Because I guess part of your role, well, I suppose a large chunk of your role would be to just really support each individual in their everyday activities and to live the very best life that they can based on their ability.
Yeah, definitely. We have quite a few clients, and their disabilities range from non-verbal to verbal to and it's just great to be able to help them live their best life.
Yeah. And I know when we were talking earlier, I mentioned I have had a beautiful cousin growing up who had cerebral palsy. Her cerebral palsy was quite severe. She was born blind and she was also in a chair, so she couldn't walk or anything like that. But the thing I really loved about the way that my uncle and aunt raised her was that they just allowed her and found ways to have her interact in everyday activities. Like she was always out with us and, you know, with her cousins, with her brothers, doing pretty much nearly most of the things that we were all doing.
Yeah.
And I think by doing that, we all even learnt by being around her that it wasn't her disability that defined her. It was, you know, her ability to, you know, show up in any situation, happy, laughing, enjoying herself, and just, yeah, living her best life by being
Yeah.
around all of us and doing
Yeah.
what she could.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice. The smiles, you know, the giggles, just the happiness.
Mm,
You know, they look at life so different to what we do, and it's just nice to be able to make their lives better, or as good as, you know, you can anyway.
yeah, exactly. I love that. And I love that that's I guess, the real approach that you bring to each and every single one of your clients.
Yeah, they all have different needs. You know, some have in-home supports, some need personal care, you know, it just varies from person to person. But
Mm.
it's a really rewarding job, and I absolutely love it. I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
I love that your sister and your gorgeous little Stephanie have brought you, you know, to this place.
Yeah.
So I guess talk us through that whole sort of that process of, you know, taking on a new client and what that looks like, and how you then work with the client and the family on, and, you know, whatever the situation might be, to develop programs or to you know, implement things to support them with their living.
Yeah, so like I said, depending on the client, it depends on their needs.
Mhm.
You know, we talk to the families, we, you know, spend time with them, get to know them, and yeah, get to know what they do need.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so everything's very much tailored to them, their needs, what
Yes.
they like, and what,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yes. It's about their choice and about what they, you know, what they enjoy doing. So yeah.
yeah, that's, love it. Love it. Um, so you're currently, I think you're currently looking for staff
Oh,
as
yes, yes. So we have quite a few clients at the moment, and yeah, so we're just looking for, you know, someone who's willing to give anything a go, but we'd prefer someone who has a little bit of experience in disability, just so they know what they're expecting. Um, yeah, but yeah,
but
definitely. If
definitely
we're
very
in
much
the Wagga
private day.
area, so
So yes, looking to add some more staff to your team,
yeah,
which is beautiful.
yeah.
So yeah, if you're in the Wagga area and that's something that you've been looking for, or keen to, you know, venture into, reach out to Kerrie and have a chat, because you just never know, you know, where these people are going to come from, and
No, not at all.
you want to make sure, I guess, that they're in alignment with you and
Yeah,
your business and your values.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we've got quite a few staff at the moment, which is great. But yeah, just looking to add another person to the mix and help us out with some amazing clients.
Because that means then that you can support more beautiful people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's what it's all about, you know, to be a, like, as you said, to be able to support these people with, like, and I try not to look at it as a disability. It's just where their ability is at, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
support them as best that you can,
Yeah.
to make the most of where they're at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's beautiful. And how can people, if they're in the Wagga area looking for, well, you know, either looking at the job, or looking for some sort of support for either themselves or a family member, how can they get in touch with you?
So my phone, obviously, 0421 541 056. And if I don't answer, please leave a message. I have quite a few people call and no messages ever get left. So I just assume they're, scammers or whatever. Or my email is days, DAYS, brighter21@gmail.com.
Right. And you've got both Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I don't use Instagram too much. Facebook's mainly what I use. But yes, I do have both.
Yeah, beautiful. But I'll make sure that when I drop this interview, I will put in the comments below the phone number and the email address so that they're easily accessible for you to find. And
Awesome.
yeah, if that's something that you're in need of, please reach out to Kerrie, because she has such a beautiful big heart, and a huge love for being able to support people live their very best life. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. Thank you for coming
so
on.
much.
I will talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.